Hello, 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 hello. I'm gonna tie my hair. Much better. As much as I love my long hair, they do irritate me a lot, so I keep them tied up most of the times. I do not keep my hair open most of the times. But yeah, um, you can see that I am diverting from the topic that I really want to talk about as much as I can because I just feel so like I dread talking about this thing. Like I am sorry. Okay, I'm gonna get right into it now. Mm, I'm picking up making videos again for like a hundredth time, and I want to pick up here with this one topic that I wanna maybe talk about, and that is me being unemployed. Unemployed, 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 unemployed. Again. Yes, I do not have a job for like the third time now. Maybe I am the problem, maybe the corporate culture is the problem, maybe all of us together are a problem. I don't know, but the corporate culture is definitely a big problem, and me not being able to blend into it is definitely a problem because it's just so robotic. So it do gets a little bit of inhuman at times in the name of fast paced working, like we are building some kind of a spaceship or saving lives, doing surgeries or something. People in I don't get it. Like people who open these who start these startups of digital agency, marketing agency, creative agency where there is literally nothing creative is going on, and they act like, oh my god, we are doing such a crucial work, we are like dealing with some kind of disaster management situation here, and we have so much work going on at all times, and like making people work for like 10 hours and 11 hours and like on and on and on, and it's just, to me it's like very bizarre, and I, no matter how much I tried, I cannot blend into that. Even today, I just had an interview, and the the interviewer who's he told me that people in his agency, it's a fast paced work environment, and people in the company work around 7:30 every day, and sometimes when the client, they get a feedback from the client that the client is not satisfied with the work, so they have to stay up late as well, and it's absolutely normal. Okay, let me ask you this: if working from 10 a.m. to 7:30 in the night, you are still in the office, you are working that much, that's fine to me. Okay, fine, I accepted, it's normal if you are working that kind of hours. When do you reach home? Let's say around 9, because no, if you are working until 7:30 in the office, there is no way anybody is reaching their home before 9 p.m. Like that is not happening for sure. You reach at 9, and like let's say you fast paced your work, you change immediately, go wash up, do clean up, this and that. Okay, you get that all that done in like 30 minutes or so. Most of the people in these cities, they do not live with families, they live independently in PG or mostly in shared apartments or something kind of a situation, and they have to cook for themselves because nobody is getting paid enough to hire a maid. Most people in our field, definitely in the creative field, they do not have enough funds to hire a help to cook for them or to clean the houses. We have to do that all for ourselves most of the times, like all the time, not most of them, like all the time. So when do I cook for myself, when do I cook my dinner, when do I eat it? And I do have the kitchen leftovers since from the morning when I made my breakfast and my lunch. So I have to clean up the kitchen as well. And that entire amount of work takes at least 1.5 hours. I'm talking about the least. It can take up to 2 hours as well. That entire amount of work takes at least 1.5 hours. So considering that, it's already 11. I do not have time for any reading. I do not have time for upskilling, and like literally reading anything. I do not have time to educate myself on the daily news or whatever is going on in the country and whatever is going on in the world in general. I do not have any personal time for myself because then I have to go to sleep, because then I have to get up early in the morning as well to cook breakfast for myself, to make lunch for myself, and to at least take care of my health a little bit, because apparently in this entire schedule I have no time to go for the gym. So I have to make at least 10 to 15 minutes for a yoga or meditation or whatever that could keep me sane while I'm working these kind of hours and to not go insane by that. So I have to do that, and then I have to get ready, because I don't like, I see when people on social media post things like, I expected when I'll join the corporate culture, I'll look like that, I'll dress up like that, I'll get ready like that, I'll make this and do that. Nobody's mood board is coming to life, and then they post this, and then after that they post this reality thing where they're looking like homeless person while going to like your basic jeans, everyday jeans, and some random top over it. Apparently, I am not capable of that, because I cannot wear jeans definitely on regular, definitely not on regular basis. I do have a few, like 2 to 3 pair of jeans only, just so that I use them for like very specific purposes when I'm going from Delhi to my home and coming back here, or when I'm going to some place where like I have to wear jeans, like something like that. Other than that, I do not wear jeans. I wear like trousers and dresses only, because I cannot wear jeans. My skin just cannot breathe through that fabric, and I feel suffocated, and I do not feel comfortable in it. So yeah. So in all these things, so every day I have to get ready. I cannot go out of the house without looking proper. I do get ready every day, and then I have to commute to that place, because obviously there's no way that everybody is able to find a living space right beside the company that you are working in. That is not possible. So on and off, like on an average, let's take a 1 hour onto that. My entire day is consumed by that. Like literally, can you see the hectic schedule in it? This is so hectic. Like I do not even know how to come to terms around with this whole concept thing. And then we have this thing, and after demanding so many things, the companies have the audacity to ask the employees to use their own personal systems. Bring your own laptop. Like, what is this? Some kind of a club party? Bring your own bottle? Some kind of a house party? Bring your own boy? What the fuck is that? If you're not even capable enough to provide your employees with a working system, with a, forget about PC system, not even a working laptop, not even a good laptop, if you're not able to provide that and you're asking your employees to bring your own, what the fuck are you open for? Why did you open this company? Why? What was the reason? What was the purpose? Like your company is absolutely incapable. There are like zero employee benefits. I'm literally getting nothing in the name of benefit and working in a company. That's mostly that the whole thing is literally just a freelance situation on a payroll. Seriously, if you're using your own system and bringing that back and forth every day on your shoulders, in standing in metro and that kind of client, in that kind of crowd, sometimes you do not get a seat in metro, because during the working hours it's so full, you barely get enough space to stand. Forget about getting a seat, and you have to stand the entire way going and entire way coming for like maybe a half hour, 1 hour, or for some people 1.5 hours or so. Like, that is absolutely bizarre to me. So I like my work. I like being a designer. I like being a graphic designer. I love designing. I love exploring new ideas. I love trying out new things. I love creating. But the whole job part is so soul sucking to me, like literally soul sucking. And I think that did showed in my body language from time to time. And the last company that I worked in, it was like absolutely, I did everything I could. I literally did everything that I could to survive, to do the best I can to fulfill everybody's wish list, requirement, whatever my boss was required. The list he was giving, you have to do this, you have to do that. This is my expectation. This is my expectation. This is client's expectation. Falana, Dhimkana, XYZ. I did try everything that I could. It did not work out because maybe I cannot work in environment like it, but I do not have any other choice as well. I need to work in a marketing agency to reach whatever my creative goals are, whatever my professional goals are. I need that label. Let's say I need that label, and it's been a month or so since I have been unemployed or not working. But it's not I'm like sitting idle. I am trying to find freelance work. I'm not a freelance person, that is for sure. I cannot do the whole freelancing thing. That's why that is one of the other reason that I need a job. Um, I don't know what I'm doing. My mind is so confused. I am so confused. My soul rips apart inside my chest at time to times because I cannot see a way forward. I do not know what to do, what not to do, how to blend in with this kind of toxic environment and survive it because I cannot. I'm not a kind of like I'm just not built for that. I try really, really hard. I'm just not built for that. I cannot do uh, this kind of life where I'm not living, this kind of life where I do not get to see sunset, this kind of life where on weekends I am so tired and exhausted that instead of living my life, instead of going out and instead of doing something productive or fun or go meet out with my family, go out with my friends or something, I'm just spending the entire weekend sleeping because because my entire week is so hectic. On weekends I have clothes, I have laundry, I have cleaning, I have all the dusting, and I have to do all the cleansing out, and I have a list of chores that could have been done during the week, but I did not have enough time to even breathe. They all are scheduled for weekend now. And I am not stepping out of my house for the entire weekend. Forget about sunset or sunrises. I'm literally just a body who's walking. That's it. There's like no soul and no life in it. I have no way from here. Like I cannot go back. I can not see the way forward. I cannot be where I am. It feels like I am so unstable, I am so incapable, and I am the one who is the problem here. But again, even if that is the case, I am so stuck in my current place that I do not know how to fix it. And I know if having a breakdown, trying it out does not solve it. That's the thing. Sometimes these things take a toll on my mind, and I do have breakdowns, and I do cry a lot. And but there's like it's not solving the problem, and I don't know how to solve this problem. I can just try. For the past month, I am doing this course that I took from Adobe. I'm still on it. I'm working on my new portfolio. I am trying to learn a few other skills as well. And because I'm feeling very ideal and I'm feeling very hollow and I'm feeling a lot of things inside of me that I want to take out, and I'm just trying to survive. I'm just trying to get through this in whatever way I can. um, I'm a very art person, but I have not done any art for months now. Like literally months. I haven't touched my art supplies. But like I haven't touched my sketchbook in years now. But I did some craft kind of work for. I do the whole craft thing every now and then, but for a few months now, I haven't done any craft as well. I haven't touched the paintbrush and sketches or like for pencil for that matter. I used to sketch so much. I used to sketch all the time. I used to love sketching, and I have not touched my pencil in a millennium now. And I did try it once. I did pick up my sketchbook. I did pick up my pencil, and I was just hovering my pencil over that page. I could not even. I'm not even able to draw with a reference now. I open the reference in front of me on my laptop screen or on my phone screen, but I am not even able to draw with a pencil now. The pencil just keeps hovering in my hand over the page for minutes. I don't know, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, and I would just shut it off and say maybe another time. I don't know what happened, but I'm not even able to identify the issues that I am going through. Like मुझे खुद को भी नहीं पता what the fuck is going on. So yes, I think I really need to get into art again, because I think that's what's gonna save me. I do watch a lot of movies, I do watch a lot of shows, and I do read a lot of books. I love that. I am a cinephile. I am a storyphile. I'm a bibliophile. I'm a libricola. But yeah, art is something that has always saved me more than anything, and I think I really need it in my life back. But again, as I said, I do not know how to get it in back. I try a lot, but I'm not able to, and I cannot explain it to anybody the kind of things that I'm going through. And that is the one thing that breaks my heart more than anything. It breaks my heart more than even not having a job and being a disappointment to my family. My parents are very disappointed in me, and they do not like my profession since the beginning. They were not completely on board with my decisions, and they have always been trying to tell me to try to get a government job as in the architecture field that I did a diploma in. Uh, so yeah, that one is another issue that I'm feeling, going through the whole typical Indian family drama. And now it was very bad before, but it's not that bad now. There's like no drama now, but it's just complete disappointment. They didn't say much to me. They didn't scold me. They didn't really said much of anything to me about this. But as a person, that you can just see that you have failed and you are such a disappointment, and that one hurts more than anything. So like yeah, I'm not even sure if I'm making the right choices. I'm not even sure if I'm going in the right way, or if I'm going anywhere for that matter. But yeah, I can say that this is the rock bottom, I guess. I am finally at the rock bottom, and if I go up from here, well and good. If I stay here, then God's choice. I mean, like, I can only try. I'm not a give up kind of a person. No matter what I'm suffering through, no matter how much I'm suffering and what am I going through, and how much bizarre my situations go, I do not give up. That is kind of good and bad trait equally in me. That I'm just incapable of giving up. So I'm just gonna try and try and try, and let's see where this goes. I hope it goes somewhere, and I really like for it to go somewhere good for a change, because I have been going at the wrong places a lot lately, like a lot. For the past 1.5 years, I have been going to completely bizarre places and meeting a lot of bizarre people, and I do not wish to repeat that encounter for any future. So I really hope that I finally go to some good place and encounter some good people. I do have encountered some really good people in the past as well, but mostly bizarre. A few of them were really good that I'm still in contact with. So yeah, not everything was bad. Some goods are there, and I do cherish the good parts and the good memories. So yeah, that's also that. So, but yeah, currently I am living in still in my shared apartment in Delhi that I have been in for I think 1.5 years now. Um, so yeah, it's gonna get difficult if I do not find a job soon because I do not have enough funds to support myself for a very long time. The rent is the rent is reasonable, but still, if you do not have a job, you cannot afford it for more than 3 months. So let's hope I do am able to find a job by the end of this month, and otherwise it's gonna get really bad, and I might have to move out and go back to my uh, hometown again. It took me 23 years to get out of it. I was very desperate to get out of it, and going back there again would be what I would call beneath the rock bottom, at the core of the earth. That would be for me, from which where I would not be able to come back up. So I do really hope it doesn't come to that. But and when things go south, there's another thing that happens to you that you become your worst self. My diet is really bad. Currently, my diet is really bad. I do not have any schedule. I am not being able to take care of my health. I do not do any yoga, meditation, exercise, anything. I do not play any sport. Uh, I lie down every chance I get, which is very bad. Like this, that is like very bad. And I am kind of like my worst self. And I'm not mostly tired because of physical activities. I am most of the time because of the mental exhaustion I feel, and because my mind is running all the time, and I have like 100 thoughts at all times given running through my head, and I just feel very exhausted because of that, and it do reflects in my body. So yeah, that is one of the things that when you go things like these, you do become your worst self, and you do know about it. You know that this is like not you, this is absolutely bizarre, and you have to do something about it, but you are not able to do. For some reason, no matter how much hard you try, you're not able to get up, you're not able to wake early, you're not able to do the exercise. You just literally cannot able to process any activity at all, and you just want time to stop and everything to just stop working. But instead of everything else to stop working, you stop working, and it's kind of like a rabbit hole. It's kind of like a spiral rabbit hole. You just go down and down and down. I mean, it's so yeah. A lot of things are currently in the south. A lot of things are going wrong, but as I said, I am kind of incapable of giving up. So I try every single day as much as I can. I try every single moment to do better. Um, let's see how much far we can go. But like this is like the current state, and I'm not documenting. I'm just documenting this for myself. So like if I go anywhere out from here, it would be like I would just reflect on it back here that I did bounce back. But even if I don't go, I would just have a reminder that how much bad the situation was and how much I did try to get out of it. But if it's meant for me, it will come find me. If it's not meant for me, then God is the decider. Whatever God decides for me. So, yeah, that's all I have to say about this.